Closing your books refers to the act of transferring all of your balances from your income and expense accounts into retained earnings, giving you your net income for that fiscal year. Once your books are closed, you can set passwords on those closed records in case you have to go back and edit transactions before that close date. Though, of course, it's not recommended that you go back and make changes once the books are closed. The first thing that you need to do is make sure that your business is in good standing order in QuickBooks before closing your books. So go into your chart of accounts and make sure all of your accounts that contain balances are in good standing order. I'll close out of this. To close your books, select Company from the top menu and choose Set Closing Date. This is going to bring up the Preferences dialog box in the Accounting area under Company Preferences. At the very bottom, there's an option to set the date and password. Click that button, and here's where you can set your closing date. QuickBooks will now contain a warning or require a password when you're editing transactions that were made before that closing date. You can place a check mark here if you want to exclude certain things and still be able to edit them without a warning or needing a password. To set that date, click the calendar icon and you can enter a date such as December 31st of last year. For this example though, I just went back one day. You don't need one, but QuickBooks strongly recommends putting in a password, especially if you're sharing QuickBooks with multiple users. Click the blue OK button, and then I'll click No on this message that I don't have a password entered for the admin. This is just to make things easier for this video. Now I can see the dates through which my books are closed. I'll click OK again, and let's try to edit an invoice that was made before that closing date. I'll click Create Invoices and hit the back button to find an old invoice before that date. I'm going to try to add an item. I'll quickly add a class and then choose Save and Close. Click Yes on recording a transaction. And now QuickBooks is going to tell me that the modification will affect transactions from closed periods. Here's where I could click Yes to change it anyway, or the recommended option, which is No. So that's all it takes to close your books for the year in QuickBooks.